Quidditch. Fun game for young wizards and witches, or a nightmare game that almost caused the extinction of an entire species? Both. Quidditch has had a long history dating back over 1,000 years, with rules and elements that slowly changed to the modern Quidditch we see in the movies and books, including the use of 3 types of balls. The golden snitch is particularly important, and what I'm going to talk about this video, with the team of the person catching it being awarded 150 points. Basically a game winner. However, before they used the modern golden snitch, they used something else, a golden snidget, a type of bird. These birds are fat, round, covered in golden feathers, with very small legs, bright jewel-like red eyes, and a long, thin beak. Due to their rotational wings, they could fly in any direction at incredible speed and agility. They were first introduced into Quidditch in 1269 when the Wizards' Council's new chief, Mr. Braggy, decided to release a frightened snidget during a match and offered 150 galleons to the player that could catch it. Which, given that amount of money, you can imagine the rush to grab at the tiny bird. Here's the problem with that. Snidgets are incredibly fragile, and even a human grip could crush them to death. During the first use of the snidget, one person was so outraged at the treatment of the bird, she summoned it to her, ran away with it, and then released it into the wild. However, that didn't stop the barbaric use of the bird that often resulted in its death. Braggy had started a craze, and the poor birds were used in every Quidditch match afterwards, except 150 points were given instead of 150 galleons to the team of the player that caught the bird. The popularity of this bird in Quidditch led to the growing sport of snidget hunting, and this caused the species to become even more depleted as hunters tried to capture them and also killed them in the process. By the mid-1300s, this species was almost completely extinct. All because young wizards and witches just wanted to have some fun. Mrs. Clegg, the head of the Wizards' Council at the time, finally banned hunting the bird to try to preserve the species and declared using it in Quidditch matches was not allowed. She decreed any person that captured or injured a snidget from then forward suffered severe penalties. As well, many sanctuaries were made to protect these precious creatures. Now, this probably wouldn't have gone over well if a replacement for the snidget wasn't designed. Bowman Wright is credited with designing the modern golden snitch that weighed as much as the bird and moved in a similar fashion. In fact, the movement of the modern golden snitch is based on the movement of these birds. So now they got to roughhouse a metal spear with wings that didn't die from being gripped too hard. So that is how Quidditch almost caused the extinction of an entire species. So unlike our Muggle world, where we've never caused the extinction or almost extinction of a species. Don't Google that.